Like, subscribe, and share. Support our organization, Mayat's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. One second. I don't like this bit. Maybe that's a little better, you know. Wake up, my people, wake up. How y'all doing? Support our organization, Mayat's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. We out here. We've been busy. So we're gonna get right into it. Um, so I did a little live earlier. It was earlier today, but I was talking about the Steve Harvey situation, and people been saying stuff. I'm not a gossip channel, spirituality, but I take the stuff and relate it to like real life issues and stuff like that. So, and I'm not trying to be like, drag alleged black people, which we are not black. We are indigenous to the Americas. But this happens on the things that's happening. What we see in Hollyweird is happening in real life. Like people, choosing other people's children over their own, and this has been going on. Like people are saying like that when Steve Harvey married this last lady, how he took her kids and adopted them, and he treats the Lori Harvey better than he treats his other children, and how he is admonishing, how he, is parading those kids around. And then we see Brian McKnight married an Asian lady doing this, similar thing. And we see, seeing some other examples of this in our own personal life. I know I have I never really cared, like, as far as my personal life, but I am, in past times, have been a sensitive person, and it bothers me when you stand by people. I noticed in our community, you can stand by people when they're down and help them out. When they get to a certain level, they forget about the people that helped them, and they tend to forget about the children too, in these situations. It seems like a normal thing in our community, and from my research and study, it seems like that's where the curse comes from, because the women and the children haven't been protected. Now, we got some women in our communities that's, mentally ill, demon possessed, fucked up. We do. I'm not putting it all off and saying that, the men weren't offended, but it is some good women in our community that get shitted on, and the kids get neglected and abandoned, and the fathers take no accountability. And that's, is when I say the curse, I'm talking about the curse that they talk about, that we as a people are under oppression because we turn our back on Father God. We turn our back on Mother God, the mommy goddess. So, and we see it playing out even today, from the big levels of rich people to down to the little poor people in the middle class, where the children are abandoned, the women are left behind, and they move. They think they can move on and be blessed, and when they're in need, they come running back to the people that they have shitted on. And you can say it's it's okay to love your enemy and forgive them, but nobody's gonna keep helping people that when they only come to you when they're in need. Like, it's not a regular thing when they're lit and on top, they don't reach out. But when they going through something, that's the only time you hear from them. They expect the people that they shitted on to just stop what they're doing and just say, oh, how can I help you? People got their own life and got their own stuff going on. I love helping people, but honestly, the Dusties and the Pookies and Ray Rays and all that, look, my time has expired with that. I'd rather be helping I help the homeless people, the people, you know what I'm saying, out here that's really in need and stuff like that. That some of these people ain't have no parents, they ain't had no support, they ain't had nobody to stand by them and support them. I much rather help them than help somebody that keep right on using people. The Dusties, even women like that. You got some Pookishas and stuff. I'd rather help people that's, what I'm saying, like that. Some people don't have the opportunities that some folk have, and I'm not trying to be nobody judge, but I'd rather better spend my time helping those types of people than dealing with people that I know that ain't nothing but a bunch of users and energy vampires. And the only time you hear from them is when they down or they got something going on in their life. They expect you to stop what you're doing and say, like, how can I save you again? No, I'm not doing that. It's not my problem. I mean, you're gonna learn. And maybe, somebody recently told me about, like, maybe this is their time to really see, like, to really feel the pain of their bullshit, which I'm not no hateful or bitter person. I'm very forgiving, but you got an audacity to, shit on people and then come back and keep asking them for help. Like, what kind of shit is that? Where make it make sense? When you neglect your children and your loved ones and your family members that helped you, and then you want to come back and ask for help. Like, it's been situations where family members, is not no relationship wise, which, I'm a survivor of Pookie's and Ray Rays, and my level of Pookie and Ray Ray, y'all would think they were probably good men, but I'm not even gonna sit here and put on the front. Yeah, they were some Pookies and Ray Rays. And I would never want to go back to those relationships because I was a broken person at the time. It looked like I was okay on the outside, looked like I had it all together, but I didn't. So I was attracting and reflecting what I was, within. So I'm gonna say it like that. It takes two to tangle. I'm not gonna be like, well, I was the good one in the relationship, because you attract what's within you, at the level that you're at. But I got love for people, unconditional love, but you gotta be balanced. All that just love and light. No, you gotta be balanced with the higher and the lower vibration. You gotta balance it out, because the feminine energy the earth is a lower vibration. So you have to be balanced, with all of that and everything. So, I'm just saying that to say that I just don't have time to be sugarcoating shit anymore. It's not about being nice and all that. And I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I'm just going to tell it like it is. If I don't want to talk to somebody, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to fake the phone. If I don't want to be bothered, I'm not going to be bothered. I'm just going to be authentic and walk in my truth. I mean, I'm not going to be uncomfortable and to make other people comfortable. No, because when I was going through my shadow work, which I'm still a work in progress, I'm still working on healing, working on ascension, working on, trying to become a better person, looking at a man in the mirror. When I was going through my shit, they told me to pull myself up out of bootstraps, and I didn't even have no boots on. So I don't, like I said, I'm led by the spirit. I will help, but I'm not going to be drained by energy vampires and users no more. Nope. Bondage no more. And you look at, it's I don't even go by that saying I'm not, because that's a word that they created. I'm not black. I'm indigenous to the Americas. I'm not a native, but American Indian. I don't even say I'm black for a long time, because it's a lot of stuff associated with that. When they came out with that I'm black and I'm proud, it's all in the name. We are not black people. That used to be offensive for us to call ourselves black people. I'm just keeping it real. Back in my grandmother in them days, my grandmother's she was like, y'all Cherokee, y'all didn't come over here on no slave ship. And the baby boomers, whatever kind of brainwashing they did to them, they did a good job, because they act like they don't remember none of them stories. Some of the baby boomer family members, they remember what the school taught them. And that's another thing. I'm setting up my programs so that I can start homeschooling mine first, my family or whatever, the kids in my family, and then I want to take it to another level to show others how to do it, which I'm setting up for that soon. I'm not just talking about stuff. I'm being about it too. It takes a little time, to do things, but I'm still in the process of taking a step forward. Even if it's a slow step, it's better than not stepping at all. Yeah. And then even Brian McKnight, his kids are grown, but when you become a parent, you're a parent forever. I never, and I'm not trying to put myself here as Miss Perfect, but I never was that into a relationship where, I did a stepmommy thing in my life one time, but it wasn't to the point where I'm going to forget about my children, even if I was a man. And I think sometimes in past times, I think like men, like I've been more masculine or whatever in past times. I'm more balanced now, but I could never do that. I could never just forget about even if they're grown. How could you do that to something you created? It's something is mentally wrong with somebody to disown their children and tell their kids that you grown now, and then be on the internet flaunting other people's kids, talking about another man's child, talking about some, oh, this is my son, and he helped us pay for the car, and I'm gonna leave everything in the will to this baby I just had. This one, them women ain't studying you like that. Look at what happened with Kobe Bryant, and no disrespect to him, may he rest in power. That woman, just like his mother and father was right, we be thinking them people was being racist, but that money went to them Spanish people, and a lot of them Spanish people, not all, because I got some good friends, and there's some good people in my life that are Spanish people and from other different places. Everybody's not the same, but you, and I'm being real, it's a lot of them people that come over here, they are racist. Those women fathers teach them to hate black men, but you know, you got them men that want to go over here and which is fine. I ain't even trying to say that you supposed to just stick with your own because it's some a lot of legend black people are fucked up. It's hard to find a decent relationship these days and build anything for a long time now with people of the black community, you know, in relationships. We cannot get along. A lot of us cannot build together. We don't have respect for each other, you know, and it's sad to say that the mothers ain't teaching their daughters nothing because the mothers don't know. And a lot of these girls, they don't even know the basics and stuff. And so these men get tired and they diverse to other cultures because it's a mess. It's really sad. So I'm not even knocking the brothers because I mean I get it because I be feeling that way too. Like I think I could get along with somebody of another culture because it seems like these people that look like me are not on my level. I'm being real. I've been like thinking like that for a long time. It's no discipline when it comes to the sexual desires. They gotta be over here with Waukesha. They gotta be over here with Mel, and they don't even know how to satisfy one woman, and don't even know themselves. But they thinking about polygamy, nigga. You can't even build with one woman, much less. Do you know how much stress it is to have several different women living in the same household? Even the Muslim niggas ain't even that crazy. They got the women in separate. They make sure each woman have their own house and stuff. They not bundling up these bitches in the same space. What? I mean, really, you gotta ego and pride is the main thing of our people downfall, and a lot of them is not. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. You just gonna have to get with your love tribe and manifest it and build with the people that you can build with. And I hate to say it, some of them might not even look like you. They might be of other cultures, but you gonna have to discern spiritually because now we come being tested. It was always a test with the skin color thing. Skin color never existed, never mattered. You're gonna have to gravitate towards your tribe and build and let the other people they these jab zombies or whatever they are. They're gonna be living in hell on earth. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't material anyway. It's a spiritual transformation, death, rebirth, and transformation. It's a spiritual thing. Like somebody was saying, we done got caught up in the material too much. It's time to go towards the spiritual. And gravitate towards our tribe, whatever that is. It might be a few people or whatever, but people you can build with, people that you got likeness with and stuff like that, your tribe, because it might even be your family members. Sometimes the family is your enemy, sadly. You can't build with them. You can't, you're not never, the black sheep never understood and stuff. So, sadly, you might gotta walk away from family. It might just be your test to get you where you needed to be, and you need to walk away now or whatever. But it's nothing wrong with loving people, but you can't let nobody interfere with your purpose or whatever. You gotta still, strive to your higher calling. And Revelations, yeah, they got that playing out beautifully. A lot of these books and stuff came from ancient texts, and they indoctrinated us and stuff like that. They already knew that this country was gonna fall anyway, because they knew they built it off of a lot of fabricated, spiritual. They took it from our ancient indigenous ancestors and built this country. So we, it was only a matter of time. And each civilization falls every so often, every so many thousands of years anyway. I mean, this is the reset is here. You know what I'm saying? A reset of the money, a reset of the people, and all that. We are ascending and stuff. So it was bound to happen. We just had never, we had lived long enough to experience it in our lifetime. And what's going to happen is they're going to start having it where we're not going to be dying at 100 years old. People going to start back living a longer time because they're going to be getting in these med beds that's going to heal the body or whatever. I don't know if they have access to them, but you never know. They could be holding it up, but it's available, where they know that it's coming a time where people going to live longer, because people don't, it's not normal for people to be, they live for thousands of years, y'all. Like this shit, they hijacked the whole system. Like we are really behind in technology, and we're not as advanced as we think, because I study, not deeply, but I've started like tapping into studying artificial intelligence. A lot of the stuff that some of these apps should be able to do, they're not able to do. An app should be able to tell you when a business is closed at a certain time. And I'm finding out like, oh, they ain't as advanced as they appear to be with some of these companies, because some things they should be able to tell you, like the artificial intelligence is becoming sentient. So why haven't they tapped into being able to tell you at certain times and sending out when these businesses are open, when these merchants are closed or whatever, So I'm just finding glitches in the system and just trying to use better myself and use what I know to try to advance the collective in the future, myself first, and then the collective, So yeah, and it's time to start becoming severing self-sustainability, growing your own food and stuff like that, getting with people that's already got that mindset that y'all could just put stuff together and y'all could just build from that point. I mean, it's time for that. And what else? I talked about the revelations, the love tribe, and the men, how they are. And it's some women. Oh, Usher mama. It's really sad that we finding out that she let that boy go off with that man P. Diddy when he was only like 12 years old. A lot of times these women is selling these kids out for fame and fortune, and these oaths and stuff like that. Even with Jamie Foxx, I don't know if it's the jab. I don't know if it was Tom Cruise in that Scientology church. I don't know if it was he pissed somebody off or they was jealous of him because he was producing his own movie. So a lot of times they don't like for them to come and become independent, especially the indigenous Black people. They don't like for them to be independent like that. And, I'm sure he had a lot of jealousy because, as I said on the live before, the man is very talented. For him to have gotten to the level he's gotten to, he already took them oaths and probably went in the little room or did the couch thing with the boy girl thing. So that's what the old people call it. One of my old friends say the boy girl. He already done did that dance because I done heard rumors about him being, suspect of being, doing this little thing or whatever with the, P. Diddy and whatever and the other whatever people. But I don't like, and some of them have to do those things or whatever. People can be redeemed. You can be redeemed from whatever. I don't co-sign to these religions and all this stuff about, the, how can I say this? I'm gonna be honest about. I don't know if people like. I was a Christian for a long time. I was a Christian. So in that religion, it's believed that homosexuality is a sin. I'm not a Christian anymore. I'm spiritual now. And what I believe is that it's not my business to be concerned about what you're doing in your bedroom, as long as you ain't trying to force me to do it. As long as you're not messing with nature, you're not messing with the children and the elderly and hurting people. That's your business. If you decide you want to be with Bob and you Tom. But that's not my business to judge you. But if you hurting the community, children, and doing all this pedophilia stuff, then Houston, we have a problem. But I can't judge whether it's right or wrong for somebody to be like homosexual or whatever. That's not my issue. But I got a problem with the agenda of these people. Some of these people, not the regular gay people, but the others are trying to force their agenda on children and let children become, transgender before they got a time to decide what they want to do. Now I got a problem with that because I believe that's leading into transhumanism. But that Hollywood stuff, they be making a lot of these people do this stuff because they tell them that if you to get famous, you got to do this stuff, and it shouldn't be. We should have our own production companies. We should have our own record labels where they ain't got that bullshit going on. That's why I always decided to stay independent when I was in the music industry. I always decided that I was going to, because for some reason, even when I was in Christianity, I knew it was some bullshit with that industry, you know. And it's been times when I was tempted, you know, even at the level I'm at, to, you know, sell out, and I wouldn't do it. And I don't regret it. It's not an easy way to go when you don't go with the status quo of this matrix, but hell, shit. I know it's. I never was willing to do anything for money. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I don't like money. I'm not saying I have not like done like I've been Miss Heavenly Angel, but as far as me doing things, certain things and stuff, just letting people just abuse and run through me to get paid. As far as to be, and I already got a talent. I know how to write. I know how to sing and produce and all this and that, and I gotta do all that. It ain't worth it. And then they hold, and then they destroy them anyway in the end, or kill them, or you gotta sacrifice something you really love, yeah, like your loved ones or yourself or whatever. I mean, it shouldn't have never been like it's. That's why it's a lot of shit going on now, because the gatekeepers were agents. They didn't put a stop to this mess. They allowed this mess that we were infiltrated a long time ago. This should not have been allowed to go on. It shouldn't have never been allowed to go on. But you know, like I said, they killed the elders. They indoctrinated the children, stole the rape, pillage, and raped the children and women, and the women wasn't protected and stuff. So now here we are today. You know what I'm saying? It's time to clean house. Yeah, we can love and all this and that, but it's time for rebirth, death, and transformation. It's time for this shit to be destroyed. Like I said, it's over for this shit. It's time for this shit to be destroyed now. I mean, I'm tired. It's up. Like, I'm really tired. I'm tired. I'm not playing the game. I'm tired. I'm just tired. Like I'm it's like I don't it's like I done been here so many times before, and it's just up. I'm tired. I'm just tired now. I'm tired of the inhumane. I'm tired of the cold hardness, the inhumaneness towards people killing people, murking people because they said it was hungry and thirsty. And that's what I do. I help the homeless. Like I've been doing this since I was a kid. Like I feed the homeless and try to help them and try to encourage them, because I mean I've been there before. I've been through some things. I ain't always had and this and that. Like I grew up okay, but it's been times when my mother lost a job when I was a teenager, and I had to take care of the family and stuff like that too. So I don't have my ups and downs. I've been with money and I've been without. So I understand what it is. I ain't never forgot that. I ain't never forgot how it was to have everything you want, and then all of a sudden you just don't have nothing. I ain't never forgot that. So, and it's a way to restrain people. I worked in the mental health as far as working in psych wards and stuff like that, where it's a way to restrain people. You ain't gotta take them out. You can restrain them and calm them down. Most of the time, people with mental issues and what they call a demon possessed, they just want to eat. They just want to be hungry all the time. I mean, yeah. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired. I'm tired. But I ain't tired to the point where I'm ready to give up. No, I'm ready to go on to the next level. Yep. I'm ready to go on to the next level as far as the golden age. Yeah, it's over. They fail. They don't fucked everything up. Time for Big Mama to clean up, woman. Yep, it's time. For Big Mama to clean it up, and that's what she doing. It's time for this shit to be shut down. Yep, the world ain't gonna. The daughter Earth gonna be here, but these people, yeah, they gotta go. They gotta go. They done done too much. And it's people that look like me too. It ain't just it ain't a color thing. It's a spiritual thing. Them agents, yeah, them imposters, yeah, them what do you call them? Them the shout out to Rod Hayes, them dirty Moors. They gotta go. Yeah. And if you ain't with the program and you ain't with the come up and the clean up and the rebirth and death and transformation, then you support them. You gotta go right with them. I mean, and I love a lot of people, but I can't save nobody. I gotta save myself. I just got enough. I can tell you, you can look at my example, but I got enough energy for me now. I done drained myself and got drained by spiritual vampires trying to worry about you. Gotta worry about yourself, but you can love people and send out meditation, but really you gotta be working on you. It's a lot of work to work on you and build you up and try to heal and do shadow work to yourself and keep yourself in check. You know what I'm saying? Can't fall too low on your vibration. You can't be too right and you can't be too left. You gotta stay somewhere in the middle. Be balanced. I think I talked about it. I think I talked about everything. I talked about the revelations about the soul tribes and the Usher, Steve Harvey and the others. What else? The relationships and stuff. Yeah, the relationships, relationships. I'm having a relationship with myself. My Pluto left my relationship set. It was there for so many years. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, honey, because I am focused on getting me together, getting me right, being in love with me. I don't even want to play. I don't play that game before, that dating game and all that. I love shout out to Shira7 because I chew the meat and spit out the bone. She be saying some real stuff, but I don't play them games. I ain't even got time for that. Like, I ain't got time for. I don't got time for it. And I like the way she talk because it ain't no intimacy involved in it. But that talking is draining. I mean, it's draining to me. I'm like, I could be working on my. I'm not. I'm really not interested at this point. I'm interested in me. I got a great interest in me, and then you know what? For some reason, by me being like that, that make them more attracted to you. But that don't even matter. I'm interested in working on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking to be saved. I'm trying to go within and be in love with myself and building myself and working on me. I'm telling you, it's more spiritual now. I ain't even looking. So I might do meet him because I ain't even looking for no. I'm not even looking. I'm looking from within. I don't. I be like nice and cordial, but I ain't even got time. I don't be having time. I don't for and I'm content. It's weird because that ain't the Libra me. I ain't just a Libra. I got Libra placement, heavy Libra placement. A Libra like partnership. They like to be in a relationship. They like to be with somebody. They like to be, catered to and cuddle and stuff. It ain't down no. It ain't the time. It's this warrior time. This is time to be, you know, going within and transformation and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if I do come in the union, it's got to be a mighty special person. And I ain't talking about the money wise and all that. They got to be done some work to themselves. I'm telling you, cause yeah. But this is Moon Gotta support Maya's Temple because we are needing help because we're trying to feed. I'm about to do another channel, and I don't want to do it because I don't normally like to uh videotape me helping, but it look like I need to so I can get donation. These people are hungry, homeless out here. Yeah, you can say, well, oh, that's not my problem. They should have handled it, but it's not like that. And I'm a person that, you know what I'm saying? I'm too independent sometimes, but I don't even look at it like that. I mean, we gonna have to show y'all what's going on because these people they really out here. That broke my heart. I wish I could have got to the man up at the subway station so I could. I've been on that subway before. I done rode that subway and I got cars. I done rode that subway and I'm from the South and I done rode that subway. But I wish I could have got to him and maybe helped him out. Maybe that would have maybe made him feel like he could make it a little longer. But anyway, y'all, support Maya's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. It is Maya's Temple 777 at gmail.com. Yeah, it actually hurts me when I see that type of thing. Like I want to help everybody. I want to. I really do. I know it's gonna come a time when I'll be able to expand even more and help more people. And people tell me, well, you need to be worried about yourself. Yeah, I ain't worried about myself. I'm good. I've been good. But it makes me happy. It makes me feel good to know that I'm doing something. I want to do more, and I know I'm going to be able to. And I'm manifesting it and believing it. And I'm sending out balance, wholeness, oneness, protection to the chosen ones. And you know what? The chosen ones is you choose yourself. It ain't a skin color thing, none of that. It's a spiritual thing, all right? So y'all, I'm checking out. This is MoonGoddess777. Y'all have a wonderful Thor's Day, Mama Oya, Papa Shango Day, and love and healing and bliss to you. Like, subscribe, and share.